Okay, anybody that's here, please free to comment because I'm on the chat. Brilliant. Wow, an interesting profile picture from Jonas. um, Welcome. I wanted to basically say, well, I have a question for everybody on YouTube. Really, is as YouTubers, we make videos on our own page, on our own channel, but those videos don't get a lot of views. So I was thinking, why don't we all just make videos on live? Because the live just generally automatically generates a lot of views, you know. So instead of putting in the hard work of just uploading a video and not getting any views, why don't we just make videos on the live and it's just automatically generated with views? I think we should start doing that, to be honest, because a lot of people, I notice a lot of people, they give up and they close their channel. Hello, Jonas. Thank you for joining. I'm just talking about my YouTube channel and what, what I'm thinking to do with my channel in that sense. So please join in the conversation if you're interested, and do let me know how your day is going. Yeah. So my actual name is Kia. Oh, very nice. So, in this live video, I wanted to discuss with everybody that, like, is it worth uploading a video when you can just make your content on the live video and generate a huge amount of watch time, a huge amount of views that you can't normally get when you've just uploaded a video in that sense? So, do let me know what are your thoughts on this, guys. Is it worth it? Because I'm gonna be doing that now. I have a lot of videos that I still need to upload, so I can't really, well, the videos that I've already recorded, obviously, I'm gonna be posting them on the channel, but the new videos that I'm gonna be making them on the live because I just don't see the whole point of making the videos so perfect and still not getting any kind of support or views or subscribers in that sense. So if you guys understand what I'm saying, please, write in the chat if you get what I mean, and if somebody could tell me the pros and cons of should we still make videos and upload them, or should we just make our videos on the live video and not make it so perfect and generate huge amount of views without putting in the hard work? Does it sound like a plan? So in this chat, the new people that have joined, I will repeat what I'm going to be discussing. That I won't be making videos. Well, I will be making videos, but it will be mostly on live instead of editing it and sorting it out and stuff. It's just hard work. I mean, I do enjoy all part of the process, editing and recording and fixing the video. It's fun, but it's very time consuming. So, if you're looking to save your time and you're looking to save your sweat and tears, I would definitely recommend everyone to just, record whatever you want to record on the live video, the same kind of content, just make it live, and that's your views sorted for the day and your work sorted for the day in that sense. So please do let me know if you are listening to this conversation. What are your thoughts about it? And perhaps some of you guys are just viewers rather than content makers. So it probably don't make sense, but yeah, it's just I got this idea because I was like, I kept making videos and I was like, not getting any views. What's going on? And then I'd upload a live video. I'd make a live video in about like once a month, and I'd generate more views than when I'm making videos every week. So it's just, I think it's the most smartest thing anyone can do in terms of YouTube, you know. But anyways, how is everybody's day going? Where are you guys joining from? And how did you guys reach this live? Because I turn off my shorts on YouTube because I'm already addicted to YouTube and stuff. I don't want to be more addicted to it. So I'm assuming that YouTube recommends people's live on shorts, I believe. I'm not quite sure. So if somebody could write in the chat on how they reached my live, that would be very interesting to know. So anybody that's on the live right now, if you could write on the chat how you reached this live, I'm quite curious about that, please. And if you have any questions about the kind of content I make, oh wow, I did get a response. That's beautiful. Because sometimes I feel like I'm talking to a wall. Wow, you just popped up. Wow. So when you say I just popped up, was you checking your shorts? Was you checking live videos? How did it appear? Because that's just so cool. Hello, everybody that's commenting. Um, Kia, Mr. Kent, and Bilia. Thank you for everyone that's joining and interacting. So nice. It feels nice to talk to actual humans and not robots or not just walls, you know. So I just popped up. Okay. Oh, I'm good, thank you, Bilia. How are you? Wow, it's amazing. No, live is very fun. So, what do you guys do? All that you guys have joined? Ah, you see? Yes, Mr. Kent said yes. So I clicked a live video through shorts, then a few lives down yours. That is so cool because you know you don't know which person is going to find you and things like that. And I just find that so fascinating because you can spend years and hours. I really don't know because I make content based on ASMR and based on clay and sand. Um, when I've tried to reach my own audience through my YouTube channel, YouTube well doesn't really promote me much. But then I notice when I'm on the live videos, it just automatically gets sent to everybody. They don't really check anything in that sense. And that's so cool, and that's why I really want to recommend making live to any YouTuber who's thinking about making content and things like that because it's just a shortcut way. I think live is the loophole to this YouTube YouTube lifestyle. What can I say? Because I spent years trying to get my YouTube channel to work and things, but making live videos, even if you're shy and even if you don't know what to talk about, is still worth it because it has a feature of making it playing games. So if you play games on your live and you're shy, it's pretty much worth it in that sense. Okay, I've gotten lost in my own thoughts right now. But so everybody that's on the chat right now, do you also guys make YouTube videos? And if you do, then please share what do you guys do on YouTube channels. And if you're just a viewer, you can also write that too. Hello, we are. It's brilliant, it's very brilliant to do live videos. Yeah, you're very right, Mr. Kent, because it's a lot of hard work that goes into it, um, especially trying to find your audience, because finding people from different categories is a bit easier than finding the audience that you're actually looking for, which that part I find really a bit difficult. Oh, hello, we are. I'm good. Yes, how are you? We are. And thank you so much for subscribing. I'll definitely try to check out your channel as well. So, anybody on the chat that wants to subscribe, we can do that. Thank you. That's what I like about YouTube is that even if the content doesn't really make sense, we just support one another, and that's so beautiful to see. It's very sweet of you, we are. Oh wow, very nice, Mr. Kent from Wales. Yeah, well, I've always wanted to see Wales. I haven't been there, but that's on my bucket list to go to Wales once. Um, I'm based in Birmingham, UK. Mhm. It's beautiful. Yeah. So where is everybody from? Mr. Kent is from Wales, and yes, Wales must be a beautiful place. Oh, you're from UK too? We are. That's so cool. I feel a little bit jealous now, Mr. Kent, because you get to enjoy the lovely green mountains and green nature. It's on my bucket list, and if I ever come by, then I might say hi to you. Wow, Dorchester. Ah, yes, that's very true, Mr. Kent. It's so true because I notice when I'm not interacting with the people on the chat when I'm recording a video, they do tend to disappear. Yes, but as you've said that when you interact, more people join in and the conversation just goes on. Dorchester. I've never heard of Dorchester, we are, but I will look into it and I will see how that place looks like. But it must be nice, I believe. Very really. and that's very, very thoughtful, kind of you, Mr. Kent, that you're interacting because a lot of people shy away or they just, I don't know what it is with people nowadays. Like, you can be talking to them and they won't really respond to you. I think most of them are robots on the YouTube channels sometimes, I don't know, but it is very kind of you to be interacting, Mr. Kent. And so, Dorchester, you're saying it's very rainy we are. Hmm. Well, as I've gotten older, I've started to like rainy weathers, to be honest, because I'm so addicted to being in my own room that the rain just doesn't bother me. It's so relaxing. Mm. Yes. No, you're very right, Mr. Kent, that social media has a lot of bots now. You're right, and I think that would explain why the views are less on people's channels before. Because many years ago, lots of people would just immediately get views and the channels would be doing good. But since there's more robots now, the robots pick and choose what they watch. And it's just a very weird time we're living in, to be honest. Wow, that's brilliant. Wow. So, oh, you couldn't go outside today, we are. Yeah, when you're looking forward to going outside, then it's quite upsetting. Um, I'm more of an introvert, so I enjoy being in the house all the time. But I do understand a little bit because I needed to do grocery shopping today to make dinner. But then because it's constantly raining, um, I mean there is a bit of sunshine, but the weather says it might be, what is it, lightning or thunder or something like that. So then you think to yourself, if you go outside with all the groceries, and it's just, you think to yourself, is it worth it or not? Mm. Wow. Well, what were you planning to do when you were going to go outside? Were you planning to do shopping, sit in nature? And if you don't feel comfortable answering that, that's also fine. Wow. So, Mr. Kent, do you also have a YouTube channel? Do you also make content on your channel? Ah, yes, go out with friends. Mm-mm. Yeah, it's quite lovely to do that, isn't it? Well, no worries. You can invite your friends over to your place if you feel comfortable. They can come over to your house and you can treat each other to a nice lunch and homemade food. You know, but that's your own choice to make. Mm. You went to, no, I don't eat something I've always wanted to get into, just not taking that step. To be honest, I've tried to push my wife into social media. She doesn't. She definitely has a charisma personality to do it. Oh, that's so sweet. That is so sweet of you, Mr. Kent. Because a lot of partners don't really push their partners into doing what's good for them and things like that. Wow. Wow. And social media is one of those things that I feel like anybody could do it. I'm sure even you could do it as well. It's just about learning from other YouTubers. Once you've learned tips and tricks from them, anybody can do it really. And that's why I'm so grateful that you joined this live, because what I'm sharing is something that other YouTubers haven't really clocked on yet, I think. So, and I went to Universal a few days ago. We right. When you say you went to Universal, um, what is Universal? We are. Is it university or is that a destination or something? If you could elaborate on that. Um, so Mr. Kent, like I said, I'm so grateful you joined this chat because it aligns with what I'm sharing in this live video, which is YouTubers need to stop um, making content on the YouTube video where you upload a video, but we need to stop making content on the live feature, because if we do it on the live, it it skips past all the promotion and the labor of trying to get views, and it goes straight to the audience, if that makes sense. And you end up with more views in one day than uploading a video and waiting for a whole month to get the same amount of views. So when you do recommend your missus or even yourself, definitely think about making videos on live and interacting with the new people on live video. Oh wow. Yeah, no, that's so sweet of we are Mr. Ken. Thank you. Wow. No, I'm so happy because that's the thing about YouTube. Like, I'm not such a fan of Instagram, although I used to have it, but it's more knowledge based Instagram, and it's very addictive. Whereas on YouTube, it's just more laid back, and everyone is so sportive on YouTube. I just really enjoy interacting with everybody. Well, we are. So you went to a theme park. Was that when you went to a theme park? You went to a theme park a few days ago. That's lovely. You must have enjoyed that then. And no, you're very right, Mr. Kent. The lives always work for me. And this is a pattern I've noticed, which is why today I was like, it's important to share that with people because I feel like everyone should make YouTube videos, and they might not want to share their life, and I understand that. But if any YouTuber is struggling and I shared this with them, then at least they don't feel stressed out, because a lot of YouTubers I was noticing, they were leaving YouTube because they couldn't make any views on YouTube videos. And so I was very upset about that, because I was also thinking to do the same at one point, which was to delete the channel and just give up. But then when I noticed a pattern with the live videos and how it gave me views each and every single time, more than the regular videos I uploaded on the YouTube channel, that's when I was like, wow, we've unlocked something here, you know? So I had to share that on the live today. No, you're very right, we are. You're very right about that. That it's unfair that we small YouTubers spend hours on videos and then big YouTubers get millions. That's right, we are. It's very right, because I just feel like with the robots, because it's robots that control which channels get more views and more promotions. And so, what those robots do, I think, because the channels that are already existing on YouTube, the robots then just automatically spots those channels, whereas the new channels, because they're so new and the robots don't recognize those channels, that's why I think they don't push those channels. But the longer you be on YouTube and the more videos you upload on live, so create your content live, whether it's sharing your screen on the green screen or whether it's interacting with the people on live, the more subscribers you're going to get and the more views you're going to get. And that's got nothing to do with being professional or being skilled. It's got everything to do with, and it's even out of the control of YouTube. And that's what's so lovely about live videos, is that it's just thrown right into the hands of people, which is quite liberating in that sense. It's okay, Navy. You can write a message. I won't be upset. Yes, we are. Thank you for subscribing. I will check out your channel and I will recommend everybody that's on this live to also check out VR and to check out Mr. Kent, because they have been very lovely and very sportive. Thank you for being here, VR. Hopefully, we can catch up on the next live. Thank you. Enjoy your day, VR. So, Mr. Kent said, I think it's also saturated these days, also real content very rarely gets pushed now. Yes, yes, you're very right, Mr. Kent. The new channels are just not being pushed by YouTube because the robots haven't built a trust report with the new channels yet, so they automatically think that the new channels are robotic channels and things. So, Navi. Oops, hello, Mr. Navi. You keep saying return, return. Are you American? Do I sound American? Where are you from, Mr. Navi? Or Mrs. Navi? So, yes, Mr. Kent, as we were talking, it's also saturated, yes. Oh, you're Indian Navi, okay. That's nice. I have a lot of Indian friends. Although they don't know about me, but I know about them, so I consider them my friends. So you're Indian, but you're from the USA, okay. I just had to get changed, sorry. Oh, it's alright, we are. That's alright. Thank you for joining back in live. You live in USA, wow, that's cool. That is so cool. I live in UK. I live in UK, and it's just been, which city of UK? Birmingham. Live in Birmingham, and apparently there's Birmingham in USA too. Apparently. Oh, your friend is going through some issues. You've never heard of Birmingham, UK? Wow. Well, you're pretty lucky then, because it's not the most fascinating place. So it's good you haven't heard of it then. Oh wow. Wow, thank you so much for joining, Mr. Kent. Well, I knew that your time was very, very appreciated here. Thank you so much, Mr. Kent. And I wish you the good luck with your future and your wife and your children. One day you guys can make a vlog channel, and I will definitely support it. And I will support you and your wife as well when you do decide to make a channel. But in the meantime, have a lovely, lovely days, Mr. Kent. Thank you. We are, we are is saying they have been there to Birmingham, I believe. So Birmingham is a real place, Navy, because there's also another Birmingham in USA as well, and I found that out through Google. From New Jersey, okay, that is cool. Wow, I used to watch a lot of YouTube channels that were Americans. Oh yes, Mr. Kent, that's right. That's right. I'll definitely keep my eye out for that. And when I do see your channel, I'll make sure to promote it so that everybody can subscribe to your channel because you're being very, very kind. So, kind people deserve to receive all the support. And so are you, we are. Well, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Kent. Thank you. That was lovely. It's been a very lovely long chat today. Mm. Now we are. He's putting a heart there. The sun is out again. Right, Navy. So I have to ask you, when you wrote return, return, was that your way of getting attention? Or is that how you kind of normally talk to people? Yeah, I think that was his way of receiving a bit of attention there. Okay. So we are, you said your friends are going through some issues. Birmingham, that's not in America. Well, there is. Google told me there was. There was one Birmingham in USA and one Birmingham in UK. Or maybe that other Birmingham was in a different country, but there's apparently two Birminghams. Hmm. Well, I don't know why Google told me. Interesting. 15 states in the USA. Wow. And they're all quite far apart to each other, aren't they? Those 15 states. Wow. That is so cool. We are because I just make my live, and I never know who's going to see it, who's going to join. It's just being and the audience that I try to aim for, they are always shy. They don't really respond very much. So, and because my content's all about making clay videos and ASMR and stuff, I'm close to New York, New Jersey. Interesting. Yeah, because those 15 states, they're quite far apart from each other, aren't they? And sometimes you have to take an aeroplane to go from one state to the next, isn't it? But UK is a pretty small country, so when we go from one city to the next, we just either catch a train or what else? Or we take the taxi or we jump on a coach really. And at most we live in sit on the car and the journey will be 1 hour to 2 hours maximum really. UK island. Yeah, yeah, it's true. It's like a tiny island, isn't it? Yeah. What is we are saying? I have to get a little more information about this because I'm trying so many things that I'm going back on now that got the vaccine, so I'll allow to all in hand. The rest make look. I didn't quite understand your message there, we are, but wow, that's lovely, lovely, very lovely that you are British. We are. This is a gift to be British. Yes. Wow. No, USA is quite beautiful too, isn't it? You've got the lots of tropical places and some mountains and the dry roads with the sands. It's very cool. It's very massive. Yes, everybody that's on the live, please subscribe to We Are. And We Are, once I'm done with the live, I'll definitely subscribe to you as well. Yeah, I mean in New York or New Jersey, the popular states, they do have a lot of cities and buildings, don't they? But like when it comes to Texas or when it comes to the other states, there's a lot of dirt roads, aren't there? With the sands and the desert places. I quite like that side of USA. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? And because you live in New Jersey and like you can travel to those different states and explore. There's a lot of exploring to do there. Hello, we are, and thank you so much for the love. We are me. How old am I? Let's have a look. You want the real age? You want the fake age? Well, why don't you guess? Actually, you already did. Brilliant, brilliant. And do you make vlogs about it? Do you make videos about the different states you visited, maybe? Because I think you should. I mean, America's quite a very fascinating country, isn't it? Wow, that's brilliant. That's incredible. Like, I don't blame you. I mean, once you go to a country where you're just content or you just enjoy the environment. Oh, okay, we are. Um, we'll charge your phone, and the next time I'm on live, you can definitely join in again and we'll stay connected on the comments. Thank you so much for joining. We are, and we'll definitely stay connected. Thank you. And everybody who's on the live, please subscribe to We Are. I was born here. My parents came from India. Okay, very nice, very nice. I mean, well, you're pretty lucky then because my parents brought me to UK. You see, and UK is quite small, so there's not much to explore in UK. Um, and then we are is from Dorchester, and that's a place I've never heard, but I'm definitely going to do research about it. And I'd imagine it's a beautiful place too. So it might just be another place on my bucket list to visit. Well, that's what I used to think, Navy. I used to think the weather in UK was horrible, but until I experienced it one of the summer heat in UK, which was quite recently, a week ago, and oh my god, did I appreciate the UK weather because lately we had a heat wave in UK. I don't know if you keep up the news with the UK news, but we had a heat wave, and that's when I really appreciated the cloudy and the rainy weathers of UK because if you can't handle the heat waves, it's just a torture. I tried recording videos in the heat wave, and I was only able to record one video, and that too with so much pauses, and it's just non-stop sweating. And that's when I kind of realized that the UK weather is good in that sense for people who can't handle heat waves. But if you're built to handle heat waves, by all means, a tropical country would definitely suit you. Yeah, yeah, it is because UK is mostly cold and rainy and windy. So to suddenly get a heat wave, your body, imagine, you've been sitting on the moon and suddenly you have to come to the earth. The atmosphere when it changes can really impact the body. But if you're living in a hot country already and then it's another day that's hotter, your body's already kind of used to it, isn't it? My country is a good country then. Dorchester, I have to do research about your country. I don't know your country. When I've done research, I will definitely let you know. When I see you in my comments, or when I check your YouTube channel out, I'll take a screenshot of this so that I can check your YouTube channel out. When I do that, I will definitely write on your comments on your videos and tell you how your country looks like when I've done research. But in the meantime, thank you for joining me all, and be sure to join next time if you're able to. America's only hot and summers now is like medium, but in December is now snowing here in November as well. Brilliant. Okay, so America's a bit like UK too, isn't it? But it's more grander and more bigger in that sense because we have two weathers as well in the UK. It's summer and winter. So wow, that's brilliant. Mhm. Oh, yeah, that's where the weather's a bit different then. Wow, isn't that interesting? Because it's like it can produce summer and it can produce snow, but producing rain's a bit difficult. Wow, makes you very curious and like opens up the brain a little bit. Because in UK we take the rain for granted a little bit because it rains most of the days. But over time, I've had to learn to appreciate the rain in UK. No worries, we are. Thank you for joining, and may you have a lovely day. Thank you for supporting, and anybody who wants to subscribe to VR, please do. He's very kind, or she's very kind. Some states, bye bye, VR. Some states in America is extremely resort, some of them extremely cold. Mm, wow, what a paradox, isn't it? A bit like Alice in the Wonderland then. But then again, because those states are so far apart, that it would make sense that why some of them are cold and some of them are hot. That makes sense. Wow, that's a very cool experience there. I think my mind traveled to America as you were talking about it, maybe. I grew up watching a lot of American YouTubers and American movies, so it was quite lovely. I think most movies are based in American and things like that, so it's hard not to watch Americans. Wow. And it's such a cool place as well, isn't it? America, you've got a lot of massive restaurants with big portions of food. That is cool. Hmm. Thank you. Thank you for the hearts. Whoever sending the hearts, that's so sweet. Thank you. Wow. So, how is everybody's day going today? Because today is a what Wednesday. It's Wednesday in UK. So, how is everybody spending their day? Me, I'm just relaxing. Because if you have Chick-fil-A and Raisin Cake, you do we have the UK as well. Chick-fil-A and Raisin Cane. No, unfortunately, we don't have a Chick-fil-A in UK. But we should. I've always tried searching for a burger like Chick-fil-A burger, but it's very rare to find, very hard to find. Back in the days in UK, they used to make big burgers, but each year, each restaurant just makes a smaller burger and smaller sizes of food, which, oh, hello, we are. I thought your phone's battery died, so I don't know, we are. I don't know. I don't know if you're joking or not, we are. I don't. How old are you, we are? I feel like you're being a bit hide and seek there. I don't know. So, we don't have Chick-fil-A in UK, and the food portions get smaller and smaller every year in UK. But in a way, we can't really complain because if the food portions got bigger and bigger each year, then people in the UK would also get bigger and bigger in that sense. but it is lovely to have a nice big portion sometimes. We have Target, Walmart, supermarkets in the USA. I don't think you guys have in the UK. Well, we do have supermarkets in the UK. It's called Asda, it's called Tesco, it's called Sainsbury, it's called Morrison's, it's called Aldi. So we have a lot of supermarkets in UK, a lot of them, and they be almost in every area and in every city of UK. Hmm. Hello, we are. Well, if you like the live, then even if you have to charge your phone and you need to come back to the live will be saved in your like videos, So you don't need to worry. And thank you so much for joining again. Yeah, I think you're a child. We are. Well, that's okay. Interesting. I heard of Hunger Games. Any of those? I've never heard. Hunger Games. Yes, it rings a bell. Hunger Games. It does ring a bell. It does ring a bell. But I'm not really up to date with the current times, although I'm not that old. But I try to stay out of social media and I only use YouTube at most. See, this YouTube, it doesn't know how to monitor comments because we are just sending smiley faces and YouTube is freaking out as if we all did something. Okay, can I ask you a question? Yes, of course you can, Navy. Do I have Xbox? No, I don't. I'm afraid we are. I don't. I don't have Xbox. I usually play games on the live videos and sometimes on my phone. My name is Navraj. Okay, that makes sense for your username, Navi Ashok. Well, that's brilliant. Very nice. Well, why are you crying, Rio? Because I don't use Xbox? Well, that's a bit silly because there's more to life, you know? There's a lot of things to experience in life. Lovely. Um, why the UK houses are brick? Why not like wood paneels like American? No, I like that about you, Naomi, that you like to compare. It's very interesting. Um, why UK houses are brick? That's a good question you asked there. Well, apparently, many years back ago, few centuries back, UK used to be very cold and it used to snow quite regularly. Now, in this current times, it doesn't snow a lot. Maybe it'll snow for a day or two, but it doesn't snow a lot in UK anymore. So back in the days, centuries ago, it used to snow a lot. So wood would rot in water or snow. So instead of having wooden buildings that would rot in the water over time, the British people, the UK people decided to make brick houses which tolerated the snow and the rain. But that's where we went a bit wrong because now the global warming and stuff, we experience more hot days in UK than snow. Because now we get snow for 1 or 2 days at most, and then the snow will melt away. And that's only in the winter time, which is in December or sometimes in January, February time. And that too, the snow will come for 1 day, for a whole 3 months, just 1 day. Not to be rude, the breaker's there, to my opinion. I don't understand your message, Navi. Oh, hello, we are. You're British. That's very nice. I'm also British, we are. That's brilliant. Lovely to be British, yes. Can you elaborate on your message now? You said not to be rude. The break is there, to my opinion. Well, what does that mean, Navi? Yeah, you're right. I don't like brick houses either. But apparently they can handle the strong weathers. That's the only reason why they made houses out of bricks. But I'm not a fan of them myself because in summer times it's just a torture in the summertime because the heat gets trapped in the houses, and plus in UK we don't use air conditioning, we only use fans. But it's just like an oven, isn't it? So you're not alone in that opinion of yours. I totally agree with you, Navi. I just love how passionate you are about your feelings. It's sweet, it's nice. I like passion. So, so do you also have a channel, Navi? Because if you do, I will definitely subscribe to your channel. And even if not, then so be it. I'll subscribe to you. There's some modern houses in the UK are not brick, but they are rare ones. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's very rare to find houses that are not brick houses in UK. Very rare. And perhaps you're so used to being in your own environment with your own type of surrounding that to see a different kind of building probably makes your brain freak out a little bit. I don't blame you. It does happen sometimes. But me personally, when I see something different, I fall in love with it instead of being scared of it. Like when I went to Malaysia and I saw the layout of their place and how big it was and how beautiful it was. And although it was different, I just fell in love with it. Yes, I have a channel 2 weeks ago. It got hacked and I lost 500 subscribers. Oh no, what a shame. You see, these people they treat YouTube like it's money, like they have no consideration. These hackers, they see people as money, as objects rather than a human with a life. Well, when you do create a channel or this channel that you're making, share it with me and I will share it on my live videos, and then I will definitely promote it and support you with it. Have you been to America before? No, I haven't been to America before. I've always watched videos and vlogs of Americans and movies from movies I've seen. But no, I've never visited it. Well, I'd be too scared to because um, it's too massive, isn't it? It's a massive country, so I think I would get lost if I went to America. To be honest. Which other countries have you visited, Navi? Have you been to any other countries yourself? I'm 30 years old. And what about yourself, Navi? I'm not gonna judge, but people can still talk to each other. You must be very young, aren't you, Navi? You must be like probably 11 years old or something. And let's hope you're not a 70-year-old either, but then again, we don't know who joins the live, do we? Okay, so I might have to end the live in a couple of minutes. I've been to Japan, China, India, France, Germany, Brazil. Oh my god. Yeah, I hope you've been recording videos of those countries. And I hope you upload them on your YouTube channel because I would love to see your experiences in those countries and the way those countries look because that's mostly how I travel is I watch videos and then I feel like I've been traveling with those people. Okay, so on your this is your gaming channel, so your other channel where you're gonna upload or where you do upload your traveling vlogs, please do share it with me. I will subscribe and I will definitely watch those videos and I will tell others to subscribe too. Um, well, because you've traveled a lot, I think you might be in your 40s then, because you've traveled a lot. Because younger people don't get to travel a lot unless they're born with rich people. My parents though. Yeah. No, man. In my next lifetime, I want to be born into an Indian family, seriously. Because they travel so much. That's what I noticed about Indians. They travel a lot. It's beautiful. Um, so with your parents, well then you must be in your 30s then. Yeah, you must be in your 30s. Is that right? maybe 34, 35, a bit younger. So you must be 31, 32. Hmm. So 20, 27, 28. I go to school still. Oh wow, brilliant. And look, you've already traveled half of the world. Wow. I hope you know how lucky you are, and I hope you appreciate your parents, because not all parents are able to do that for their children. Wow. So because you still go to school, then you must be 19 or 18. Yeah. Wow. Wow. So, Navi, if you could. No way. 13 years old. That's brilliant. Wow, we're living in very amazing times because the older generations, we couldn't really afford to travel a lot and things like that, whereas the younger generation, they they are allowed and able to travel with their parents a lot. So it's a really a privilege, and I just see a pattern in each generation where they receive more and more blessings each generation. And this is very clear to see with your life. Wow, brilliant, brilliant. It's been a lovely experience talking to you now, and may you keep growing, and may you keep living with your parents and appreciating your parents and all the experiences you're experiencing with your parents. May you cherish them and may you appreciate them, because not everybody is granted with parents like yours. So enjoy the experience. And me, I'm not from India, but I do have a lot of Indian friends. I'm originally from Pakistan, but I live in UK for about 20 plus years. Brilliant. Wow. So when you do make a YouTube channel where you're recording the vlogs of you traveling and stuff, please do let me know. I will subscribe. Yes, I am Pakistani. Yeah, yeah, I am. Well, I live in UK, and that's not really in terms of where I'm from. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Well, not fluently, because mostly I grew up speaking English, but I do understand Hindi and Punjabi, yes. Um, well, I'm not so fluent at it, but I can try. Let's see, let me ask, how are you? आप कैसे हो? आप क्या कर रहे हो? Um, you see, it takes me a long while to figure out the sentences in Hindi and Punjabi, whereas to somebody else it would be automatic making sentences and stuff. Yeah, I'm not good at speaking Punjabi, but I can definitely understand it. Oh, hello, we are. I swear YouTube is just filled with a lot of children's, isn't it? But isn't it a weekday? So shouldn't you guys be in school or something? I can understand it, Navi, because I said I can under. But then again, you got lots of languages in Hindi, haven't you? You got Tamil Nadu, you got all types of Indian languages. So maybe you're right, but it's alright. I will see the videos of you traveling, and that'll be enough for me. I'm not too particular about the language in that sense. Oh, yes, it is. Very, very right, we are. That's very right. I lose track of time. I do. I do. I lose track of time. Well, the school should be a bit longer. It should. Should keep children in there for a lot longer. I'm sorry. I'm just silly sometimes. School today, but I went home early. It's afternoon in America. Brilliant. Wow, look at you now. Look at that. I went home early this afternoon. Brilliant. It's lovely to go home in the afternoon after school. These are once in a lifetime experiences. Brilliant. Well, when I used to live with my family, my older brother used to pick on me, and that's how it feels talking to young children, like I'm talking to my younger brothers. But you guys have been very kind. Thank you. Right, and now, so um, do do subscribe, do share your vlogging channel, and even if it's in Hindi, it's okay. I will still support it because I like traveling. Well, I don't really can't travel, but I do travel through watching YouTube videos. Then it feels like I'm traveling. Face reveal. That's very clever, weird. I don't know if I feel comfortable with that because I feel like YouTube, this live is just filled with children, and I don't really feel quite comfortable with that. I mean, even if it was filled with elderly people, I still wouldn't feel comfortable. Maybe when I'm more ready, then I might do that. Thank you. Here we are. I think in my previous videos, I have on my previous live, I have revealed my face. So, but today I just don't feel as ready to do that because today I wanted to kind of come with a message rather than make it about my face in that sense. And the message was to tell okay, now that makes sense now. And thank you so much, we are. Return means subscribe to my channel back. Okay, lovely. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. If I, well, because I've screenshotted it, so I'll definitely once the live is ended, I'll definitely do that. Wow. Yeah. Yes. Good then. Brilliant. Okay, so I think what I'll do now is then I'll end the live, and because I think I've gotten my message out, and I'll make the live again to give the message again to more people, because the message I want to make about is to encourage more people to make live videos, because especially new channels or new channels that are trying to make trying to reach audience. I want to encourage them to also make live videos, because it's just a fantastic place, YouTube, to make videos and stuff. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, yeah, that's very true. That's very true. I pinned it. So then, what I'm gonna do is I'll screenshot this, and then when I'm gonna close the live, then I'll subscribe to all these channels that were present today, especially Navi and VR. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so thank you to everyone for joining the live. Please stay connected and keep supporting one another, and keep joining the live, and also making live videos, because that's how the YouTube videos grow, that's how the channels grow. When you say retired, Navi, do you mean in the term of my age, or in the sense that I'm ending the life? Why did I call the channel Muddy Hands? Well, I'm glad you asked that, VR, because this channel is mostly dedicated for ASMR community, and specifically ASMR community that likes to play with sand and clay, because um, there's a whole community out there on YouTube that makes videos based on clay, sand, mud, and chalk, and we like to get our hands stuck in with mud, clay, and sand. And so I called my channel Muddy Hands because I like to get my hands muddy, and it's a whole, it's a whole hobby. It's kind of like it's how do I say it without sounding weird? It's like a kink, but not the naughty kind of kink, but it's just something that this community likes to play with mud, and not for wrong purposes, but for the purposes of fun and connecting to the earth, connecting to nature. Because a lot of people in the city, we don't really connect to nature, to the mud. So this is why, in that sense. Oh, ending the live stream. Yeah, I'm ending it because I'm quite an introvert, you see, very an introvert. So then when I talk a lot, sometimes I become very shy, and I also have autism as well. I have autism, so then um, there are times when if I feel like I've spoken too much, then I just like to relax myself and just sit quietly, in that sense. Oh, you do? That is so cool. Wow. No wonder we're talking to each other a lot because I've noticed with like people who have autism, they talk to other people with autism quite a lot and they open up to them quite a lot compared to a normal person. So that's so cool that you said that you have it as well. It just confirms that theory I had. Wow. Yeah. I do feel YouTube really suits people like us. Yes, yes. But I'm just grateful that Navi and we are is present because you guys have been the most encouraging, the most interactive people. So I really appreciate that. Mm. Brilliant. Yeah, yeah, no, I totally understand, maybe. I also just have autism and at most social anxiety as well. But I still I feel you know you can't just completely block yourself from the world. So this is why I encourage myself to make live videos just to kind of interact with people sometimes. Otherwise, as an autistic adult, um, if you know you haven't had encouraging parents who understood your disability, they don't encourage you to make friends, and then you suffer as an adult because then you can't make friends. But I had to learn to help myself and grow myself by myself, because I left my parents' house at the age of 24 by myself, and it's not to give credit to myself, but it's just that's just the way it has been. So as an autistic adult, I've had to learn to interact with people at my own rate, at my own speed, rather than the speed of a normal person, because then it leads to a burnout in that sense. And I'm so grateful that your autism is getting better now because it's not an easy thing to have, is it? Because it blocks you from communicating and expressing your needs and your boundaries and your desires. So I'm so glad that you're interacting and talking. I hope your parents are proud of you. Mhm. No, we are. How is your day going, Leon? Do you guys have any homework? Any, classwork that you might need to do? Although that's a boring thing to think about, isn't it? But I remember when I used to go to school, the teachers always used to give homework to do at home. Wow. Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, Navi, because when I got my autism assessment done, they didn't recommend any medication to me. Instead, they recommended a therapist who was specialized in autism. But I'm still trying to get treatment for myself, and I haven't received it yet, and I don't know how to get it. But I haven't received any support for my autism yet, although I got my diagnosis and it was confirmed by a specialist that I have autism, but I haven't received any treatment yet for it. I didn't even know they gave medicine for autism, to be honest. And so I'm quite Glad to know that. That is so cool. Wow. Yeah, that's one thing I like about America is they do look after creative people. They do look after people with special needs, I feel. Wow. And so when you've been taking that medicine, has it been helping you? Because it seems like it has. That's very, very wise that you told me about that because in UK people are not really equipped or they don't even understand the concept of autism, but yet so many people, elderly, the young, the middle aged, like everyone's got autism in UK, most of them, and some to extreme level and stuff. Ah, yeah. Well, you see, the UK, it's if if the parents haven't taken their children to a specialist when the child was a child, that child doesn't get support. Whereas if the parents took the child to the autistic specialist team, to the doctors, then yes, then that child receives the right kind of treatment, they go to the right specialist schools, and their life is pretty much sorted. Whereas with my parents and with other parents, because they don't like to acknowledge that their children have autism, then they end up discovering it late in their life, in their 30s and 50 years, which then blocks that adult from receiving the right kind of help because mostly um, a specialist autism team they help the, the, the young children rather than the adults or the elderly with autism. So UK people they do know how to support young children with autism, and they do a good job of that. But when it comes to supporting adults with autism or people who have discovered they have autism and then got it late diagnosis, um, there's not much support available for them. But there is support available for the children with autism because the parents fight for those rights and the parents seek out resources in that sense. Yeah, I mean the waiting list now it's so long. Yeah, I mean ADHD is so linked to autism, like which is a paradox because in one way as autistic you want to organize everything, but then another day you can't keep track of time, you can't keep track of appointments, but yet you do like to organize things. And so I found that very interesting that you mentioned that. It's weird how that works. I mean, because it would be a lot easier if you just had autism, isn't it? But then my name is Ted. Okay, we are very nice. Hello, Ted. That's adorable. And plus, I feel like over here in UK, if the autistic person doesn't have other types of disabilities, like um, did you have a timeout, people? do I spend time out with people? Um, well, if God brings those people into my life, then yes. But otherwise, I mostly just sit in the house like an introvert, and I just play with my hobbies and crafts. Mom's busy with recording videos, and I try to interact with people on the internet. But recently, I will be getting back into socializing again. Hello, we are. Wow. So it's been absolutely lovely talking to everybody on here. Nabi, I'm going to subscribe to your channel. I'm also going to subscribe to We Are, and I've done a lot of socializing for today. So until next time, and when I come on live again, um, which I don't know when, but maybe I might make a post about it before I do. Maybe 2 days before I come to live, I'll make a post about it on YouTube, so then you can all join and speak to each other again. Live stream timeout. That's something I'm still learning. Sorry, that's my fault. That's something I'm still learning about live videos and how it works and stuff. I'm not fully adjusted to it. No, my channel isn't monetized yet because I'm still growing on my YouTube channel. Um, I still need to reach 500 subscribers, and so I'm still new to YouTube, still growing on it, but I'm sharing any tips and tricks that I learn as I'm learning on this. So it's brilliant, yeah, Navi. That's why when I'm gonna share your channel, then it will help your channel to grow as well. And and that's how YouTube should be. We should all should just support each other rather than make people be lost in the maze of YouTube and sit on the outside. Yeah, yeah, it's true. We need 1K to be monetized, and then we have to also complete the watch time as well. So a lot goes into it, which is why I definitely recommend you and anybody who's new on YouTube to make live videos. If you make live videos on your YouTube channel, it helps with the watch time, and it helps you to gain subscribers as well. So this is why I originally made this live video to kind of speak about that point, and I think I spoke about it quite a lot today in this live video. So this is why I feel like I've done my job for today, and then next time I'll repeat that message again. Your brother's YouTube channel has over 10 million. Oh wow! So then why don't you ask your brother to shout out your YouTube channel, to promote your YouTube channel on his community feed or something like that? That's brilliant. He's got a lot of knowledge, and maybe he can share some tips and tricks with you, and then you can share it with me. That's brilliant. But I guess my advice is for people that um, don't have a sportive background. What is that on your hands? My hands are. This is mud, clay, sand on my hand because I basically make YouTube videos, play with clay, sand, and mud because living in the city in UK, you rarely come across mud and stuff. And as you get older, you start to learn that the body has a connection to sand and earth. And when you're constantly in the buildings, it can block you from being connected to the earth. And what that does, it can lead to anxiety, it can lead to stress, it can lead to health problems. Whereas when you connect to the earth and to the nature, it can make you feel relaxed and it can relieve you from stress. So this is why I created this channel, and there's many other people like me who also play with clay and sand because of how healing and relaxing it is to the body and mind. So this is why I created this channel. My parents also have that community in New York. Oh wow, that's brilliant. Yes, that's why you're so kind because your parents are very kind to you, and in return, then you be kind to the world. You know, this is why it's so important to have good parents, to have the best parents, because the way the parents treat the children is how the children treat the world. And that's brilliant. That's brilliant. You know, because you're still young, so you're still learning about life. But as you get older, what's important isn't having toys or the amount of money you have. What's important is, do you have the characters of your parents? Do you have the good characters of your parents, you know? So if your parents are kind, are you also kind like your parents? If your parents are loving, are you also loving like your parents? These things are what is important as you get older, you know. So in life, people might compare how much money they have, how much toys they have, or how much stuff they have. But as you get older, you realize life isn't about what you have and more about what you have learned. And because you're young, it, we all go through this process of life. When we're young, we compare ourselves to social media, to people, and that's okay. We all go through that phase in life. But when we get older, what's more important for our soul and body is are we kind? Are we understanding? Are we loving? Are we forgiving? And can we make wise decisions, you know? So, so that's, yes, that's what that matters in the end. Um, I know you're a bit too young to understand what I'm saying, so it's alright. But thank you to everyone for joining the live. Thank you to Nabi. Thank you to We Are. You guys have made this live a wonderful live today. So thank you so much. And I'm going to end the live. And have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you. Mhm. Thank you. Thank you.